Good morning, midday, evening, or night to you peeps. My name is Naomi, and if you take one very short glance at my page, you will see that I really like dogs, and with this comes a lot of useless, or what most consider useless knowledge. Well, I don't find the knowledge useless. I think understanding your dog's body and mind can help you better communicate with them and appreciate them in a very new way. And also, as a licensed dog trainer, yes, I'm going to brag about that now. I got my diploma a few weeks ago. I think it's important to be able to bring this knowledge to you guys. So today I bring you seven fun facts about dogs. Most or all of these facts are from this book I read from Chris Duzochois, a very well-known animal enthusiast from my country. It's a really great book, gave me a very new look on these absolutely lovely creatures, so I very much recommend it. As far as I know, it's only available in Dutch, so I guess it's time to learn a new language. Yeah, links in description, go read it. Let's get into it. Fact number 1. Dogs are what we call opportunistic carnivores. And don't worry, that's the only big word I'm going to use this video. That and maybe one more. So this means that, it basically means that their main diet consists of mainly meat. And if you don't know, meat is very rich in salt. It has a lot of salt. So to compensate and to keep healthy, dogs need to drink a lot of water, because that breaks down the salt and all of that, Now to make sure of this, to make sure that they drink enough water, nature made a very neat trick. A little bit of anatomy. Dogs have less taste buds than us, but they do have specific taste buds for water. And the cool thing is that right after eating meat, these taste buds get more sensitive. So not only will they be thirsty, obviously, the water is actually also going to taste better to them, right, if they drink it right after eating. So therefore, making sure they don't dehydrate and, want to drink water. That's cool, right? Fact number 2. The first time dogs were used in the army was actually by the Romans, and they didn't use Roman dogs, they used Greek molosses. So yes, the Romans used Greek dogs. You can see this little piece of history at the start of the Gladiator movie. The opening scene, you have I haven't watched it, I read this in the book, but there's a guy and in front of him is running what looks like a wolf, but really it's a Malinois painted. So it's not completely correct, but, it is correct in the sense of the Romans were the first to use dogs in the army. So, little did they know that they invented a now unmissable part of our soldiers and troops. And number 3, we're going quick. Dogs are better at feeling cold than heat. This doesn't mean that they get cold quickly. They just notice the cold far quicker than they notice that it or something is hot. Not that they can't overheat quickly, still gotta protect them for that. They just don't notice heat sources very fast. I'm thinking about it now, it's probably because they have a higher body temperature. Although maybe not. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Number 4. They can produce more receptors for certain smells. It's a known fact that dogs smell better than we do. This is because they have more smell receptors, with an average of 300 million, depending on the breed. Well, the cool thing about these receptors is not only that they can differentiate smells on literally a molecular level, they can also create receptors for specific smells. How do they do that? Well, that's what I'm going to tell you right now. Just like anything, the receptors get changed every 2 months, kind of like how our skin cells, die off and we get new one. I think it's every 3 months or something. Smell receptors also get completely replaced about every 2 months. So if they get exposed to a certain smell enough times and they create a relationship with that smell, their body is actually going to create more receptors for that specific smell, so they can pick it up faster. And even after some time of not smelling it, kind of like, a big smell library, they can still pick it up. So this is obviously the talent that's used to create sniffer dogs, but even non-trained ones can do this with things like, the smell of their owner or that one cat that they really don't like. They're going to notice that specific cat far quicker than if you put 4 others between there, just because they remember the smell. Number 5. Dogs can feel with every hair on their body. Literally. Every single hair has a receptor that can, perceive touch. So that's why dogs just love being pet. It's basically a massage or what a back scratch is to us. These receptors can also be overly sensitive, which is then again why some dogs don't like touch at all. Just like a highly sensitive person, they can also be highly sensitive to the point where it's no longer comfortable. Number 6, dogs and their time-traveling smell. Do you ever wonder how your dog just knows when you or your partner is coming home? About a half hour before they get agitated and I don't know, it's like something's about to happen. Well, obviously they don't go look at the clock and say, oh, the arrow's pointing that way, it's owner time. No, they don't. They actually do it by their smell. You see, when you leave your house, your smell is fresh. You were just there, the smell is very fresh, but with time, the smell also fades. And dogs notice this fading, so all they have to do is remember at what point of fading, about when you come back. And when that's consistent, they will be right at the door the second you come home. They can also obviously tell time by, the sun, but sun cycles are hardly consistent. And the nose is always reliable. Number 7, the last one, and what I think is the coolest one. After humans, dogs are the smartest life forms. If you ask anyone, they will say apes are the most human-like creatures. And whilst this is true, physiologically, in how they look, when it's about intelligence, dogs take number 1. They can understand the concept of pointing. They can learn about 1,000 words. They understand our facial expressions and what they mean. And they can even see a human do a puzzle and then come back 24 hours later and repeat what the human did. Which is just, they can see their human do something, then go away without doing it, then come back up to a day later and still do it and still remember what their human did. No other animal even comes close. So next time you call your dog dumb, think again. In fact, it's most likely you not understanding them instead of the other way around. There we go. Those were 7 quick facts about our favorite fluffy pals. I probably have more, but I don't want to shove too much information down your throat for today. Maybe another time, let me know. Remember, great book, go pet your dog, and have a good day. I'll see you around.